refrain from any disruptive behavior such as fighting, throwing objects, using improper language or gestures, handling it.
Up next, the Spurs take. Greetings, everyone. Hope you're all enjoying this happy Halloween night. Craig, and this game should be a treat.
Yeah, fun holiday.
Checked in for Markkanen. Then for the Spurs, Zach Collins checked in for Victor Wembanyama, and Castle is subbed in for Vassell. And one thing to note, MP has vocalized his desire to be the top rookie in this class. He wants to outdo his peers every time he's on the floor.
And I love that MP is walking into this league with his sights set high. But guess what? He's got his work cut out for him. When you look at the names in this rookie class, now we get to enjoy watching him chase his dreams here in the NBA. Good luck to MP on the journey.
On the court right now for the Spurs. In the backcourt, it's the veteran Paul paired with Castle. The forwards for him, Johnson and Sohan. And it's Collins in at the center, locking down the middle. For some news on MP, let's send it over to the decorated David Aldridge on the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. As you know, there's still a lot of season ahead, but we've got a couple of opposing rookies in this one. When I asked about tonight's matchup against a fellow rookie, MP told me he's made it a goal to prove that he's the best player in this class. He's got a lot of confidence, Kevin.
A ton of confidence, David, and that's something you got to have in this NBA. So both teams making some changes here. Clarkson finds Jordan. Here's the three. The basket good off the assist from Sexton.
And being able to spot up for that jump shot is really a skill MP has improved.
Jones, the pass to Branham. Back to Jones. Down low, here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Not just a scorer. Clarkson is very willing to dish it when a teammate's open.
Now here's Jones. There's 10 seconds left in the first quarter. 5 to shoot. The 19-footer is on the money.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. You gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And so... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
I think let's give them credit as well for the job they've done getting to the free throw line. It's been a huge factor for them.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. They've got Wembanyama. Also Collins out there. And it's Branham in at the two-guard. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Thanks, guys. Well, the Spurs with some experienced additions, bringing in Chris Paul and Harrison Barnes, their mentorship is likely just as valuable to this young roster as their contributions on the court. And with legendary head coach Greg Popovich, they're creating an environment for growth in San Antonio. They're really building things the right way, guys.
All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against Oklahoma City. Here's Jordan. Collins grabs the miss.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Wembanyama, a screen on Clarkson. Branham, the pass to Wembanyama. And it's good, 2 points. Wembanyama has got the lead up to 8 now for the Spurs. And so Clarkson will bring it up for the Jazz. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Nuggets at Ball Arena in Denver. Sets in motion a 4-game road trip for him. San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Clarkson against Jones. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Jordan Clarkson. The Spurs have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. For the Jazz, Walker Kessler, he's checked in for John Collins. And George is subbed in for Patty Mills. And that one misses. It seems every season, Doris, we have players speak out on being unhappy with their roles.
Well, consider, Kevin, that if you're one player on a roster in the NBA, how coveted each of those spots are, but also how competitive they are. You don't get there without that nature, which means you want to play.
Paul passes to Sohan. A great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 4 assists now tonight. Jazz trail by 11. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it for the Jazz. He's checked in for Utah. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Paul's checked in. .111 left in the second quarter. Back to Sohan. Spurs passing it around. There's the triple. Connects from three-point range. Sohan's got 8.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And shooting better from three-point range here in the second, but overall still struggling right around 30% from beyond for the game.
Wembanyama, a screen on Jordan. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Great over the last few seasons. One area of consistency for the Jazz has been their rebounding.
Yeah, and they have some size, and they make controlling the boards a focal point. When you're playing Utah, you better be ready to put a body on somebody.
The Spurs making a switch here. Collins is checked in. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Outside, Sexton. MP outside. Pass to Hendricks. 6 on the shot clock. Now George. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. George has got 7 points for the quarter. From deep three-point territory. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the San Antonio Spurs. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. Back right after this.
I think for the Jazz, this is when it starts to get real. You're past the opening night energy, and you're not as well rested as you were in the offseason.
Yeah, it's time to show us what you really can do.
And let's move on now to those first 2 quarters. Talk about a tough start for the Utah Jazz.
They lack deep.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And welcome. He's making a switch here. Jordan's checked in. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Sochan. Hits the three-point bomb. Sochan's got 15.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Wing pair will be Sexton and Markkanen. Jordan is out there with Walker Kessler. And it's George in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Pass to Paul. Wembanyama with it. Shot clock at 6. Here's Sochan, defended by George. And he gets the bucket. He's got 17.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Kessler setting the pick for MP. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance it saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Perfect. And Utah making a change here. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Taking a look at Atlanta, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when you look at Utah, they're moving in the wrong direction. The good news, though, it's still early in the season. A lot of games left to be played. Plenty of time to turn things around.
Paul surveying the floor. Wembanyama, a screen on Sexton. Paul passes to Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Jordan backs for 2. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Jordan's got 13. San Antonio leading by 22. Pass to Castle. Sochan with the screen from past the arc. Castle misses. Now Sexton. MP outside. His 3-pointers off the mark. To the middle with 2 seconds left. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. They have made it very tough to get a shot off. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the floor for San Antonio starting the 4th quarter. Sochan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. And it's Chris Paul. Then it's Castle. And it's Branham in at the shooting guard.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Kept alive. Here's Markkanen. Clarkson for three. Another miss by Utah. And San Antonio has possession. Here's Branham. A three-pointer off the mark. And it's Mills with the ball for the Jazz. Jordan, that's for two. That doesn't go either for Jordan.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Spins. Pass to Branham. That three off the mark. Jazz have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Markkanen passes to MP. You know, Doris, we know how physical the NBA is, but can you talk to the importance of mental toughness as well, and what it means for a player?
Kevin, I don't think a player can be successful in the NBA, and certainly a team cannot, without some level of grit and mental toughness. And what does that mean? How does that manifest itself? It means handling adversity. It means overcoming a key injury. There's a toughness required to be amongst the smartest, most resilient players or teams in the NBA.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Clarkson on the wing. Off the mark, and the drought continues. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Castle. 5 on the clock. Here's Wembanyama. And the shot is long. Utah has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Jordan's shot is off.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Here's Sohan. He's guarded by Collins. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of...
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg,